In the vast expanse of the Warhammer 40,000 universe, where ancient empires clash and eldritch horrors lurk in the void, a newcomer has emerged to challenge the status quo. The Tau Empire, a rapidly expanding civilization driven by unwavering belief in the greater good, stands as a beacon of progress and unity in a galaxy torn apart by endless conflict. Born from the ashes of their homeworld's violent past, the Tau have evolved at an unprecedented rate, both technologically and culturally. In mere thousands of years, they have transformed from a primitive society into a formidable interstellar power, their ascension guided by the mysterious ethereal caste. This meteoric rise has not gone unnoticed, drawing both admiration and ire from the established factions of the galaxy. The Tau Empire's philosophy of the greater good offers a stark contrast to the grim fatalism that permeates much of the 41st millennium. It promises a future where all species can coexist in harmony, working together towards a common goal of prosperity and advancement. This idealistic vision has proven seductive to many, with numerous alien races and even some disillusioned humans choosing to align themselves with the young empire. At the heart of Tau society lies a rigid caste system, each segment specialized for its role in serving the greater good. The fire caste forms the military backbone, the earth caste builds and invents, the air caste navigates the stars, the water caste handles diplomacy and trade, and the enigmatic ethereal caste provides guidance and leadership. This structured approach has allowed the Tau to maximize their potential, achieving remarkable feats of engineering and martial prowess. The Tau's rapid technological advancement is perhaps their most distinguishing feature. In an age where much of the Imperium of Man's technology is treated as sacred and poorly understood relics, the Tau continuously innovate. Their pulse weapons, battlesuits, and drone auxiliaries represent the cutting edge of warfare, often outclassing their opponents' arsenals. This technological edge, combined with their highly mobile and adaptable combat doctrine, has allowed the Tau to carve out a significant sphere of influence in the eastern fringe of the galaxy. However, the Tau Empire's expansion has not been without challenges. Their encounters with the Imperium of Man have led to bloody conflicts, with the human behemoth viewing the upstart Xenos as a threat to be exterminated. The Tau's offers of peaceful integration often fall on deaf ears, met instead with the uncompromising fury of the imperial war machine. These clashes have tested the resolve of the Tau, forcing them to adapt their strategies and harden their idealistic outlook. The Empire's interactions with other races have been equally complex. While some, like the Kroot and Vespid, have found a place within the Tauva, the greater good, others view the Tau with suspicion or outright hostility. The insidious Jenny Stealer cults have attempted to infiltrate Tau worlds, while Necron dynasties awaken to find these newcomers encroaching on their ancient territories. Each encounter shapes the Tau's understanding of the galaxy and their place within it. As the Tau Empire continues to grow, questions arise about the true nature of their society. Rumors persist of mind control and forced indoctrination behind the serene facade of unity. The origins and motives of the ethereal caste remain shrouded in mystery, fueling speculation about hidden manipulators pulling the strings of Tau civilization. These doubts cast a shadow over the Empire's utopian promises, suggesting that the pursuit of the greater good may come at a greater cost than its adherents realize. Despite these challenges and controversies, the Tau Empire stands as a dynamic force in a stagnant galaxy. Their optimism and drive for progress offer a glimmer of hope in the grimdark future of the 41st millennium. Whether they will succeed in reshaping the galaxy according to their vision or be crushed by the weight of ancient powers remains to be seen. As we delve into the history, structure, and ambitions of the Tau Empire, we will explore the key players that drive their expansion, the events that shape their society, and the technologies that set them apart. We will examine the heroes who champion the greater good and the adversaries who stand in their way. Through this journey, we will uncover the complexities and contradictions of a civilization that dares to dream of a brighter future in a universe where such dreams often turn to nightmares. The story of the Tau is one of rapid ascension, unwavering conviction, and the clash between idealism and harsh reality. It is a tale that continues to unfold, with each new campaign and encounter adding another chapter to their young but vibrant history. As the fires of war burn ever brighter across the galaxy, the Tau Empire advances, ready to fight for its place among the stars and spread the message of the greater good to all who will listen, and to many who won't. The Tau Empire's rise to prominence is orchestrated by a diverse cast of key players, each contributing uniquely to the realization of the greater good. At the apex of Tau society stand the Ethereals, enigmatic figures whose emergence marked a turning point in their species' history. These beings exude an inexplicable aura that inspires unwavering loyalty and unity among their people. The Ethereal Supreme, Aunva, serves as the embodiment of this caste's leadership, guiding the Empire's expansion with wisdom and foresight. Beneath the Ethereals, the Fire Caste forms the martial backbone of the Empire. Commander Shadowsun, the supreme military leader, exemplifies the tactical brilliance and adaptability that define Tau warfare. Her mastery of the Montka, or killing blow philosophy, has led to numerous victories against formidable foes. Alongside her, Commander Farsight, once a celebrated hero, now leads a breakaway enclave, challenging the Empire's orthodoxy and raising questions about the true nature of the greater good. The Earth Caste, responsible for the Tau's technological marvels, is represented by figures like Fio Shoan, whose innovations in battlesuit design have revolutionized Tau combat capabilities. The Air Caste, masters of void warfare and interstellar navigation, find leadership in Admiral Koro Vashya, whose fleet maneuvers have outmatched many an Imperial armada. Diplomacy and trade fall under the purview of the Water Caste, with Poro Dalith Kaiswiliat spearheading efforts to expand the Empire through negotiation and cultural assimilation. These skilled orators and negotiators have been instrumental in bringing numerous alien races into the Tauva, expanding the Empire's influence without bloodshed. Among the Tau's alien allies, the Kroot stand out as crucial partners. Led by the shrewd Encore Proc, these avian warriors provide the Empire with skilled scouts and close combat specialists, complementing the Tau's ranged warfare doctrine. The insectoid Vespid, guided by their strain leaders, offer aerial support and deep space mining capabilities, their partnership a testament to the Tau's ability to find common ground with diverse species. The Guevesa, human auxiliaries who have embraced the greater good, represent a controversial but valuable addition to the Empire's forces. Figures like Lakais, a former Imperial Guard sergeant turned Tau loyalist, embody the appeal of the Tauva to disillusioned Imperial citizens. Opposing the Tau's expansion are numerous factions, each presenting unique challenges. The Imperium of Man, viewing the Tau as a Xenos threat to be exterminated, has clashed repeatedly with the young Empire. Lord General Militant Hector Draconis of the Imperial Guard has become a notorious figure among the Tau, his brutal campaigns leaving scars across several Sept worlds. The Adeptus Astartes, humanity's elite warriors, have proven to be formidable opponents. Chapter Master Tushan of the Salamanders has personally led purges against Tau Colony, his actions burning bright in the Empire's collective memory. Inquisitor Adriel Quist of the Ordo Xenos works tirelessly to uncover and exploit weaknesses in Tau society, her covert operations a constant thorn in the Empire's side. From the shadows, Genestealer cults seek to infiltrate and subvert Tau worlds. The cult of the Star Children, led by the cunning patriarch Gexela, has successfully established footholds on several frontier colonies, presenting an insidious threat to the Empire's stability. The awakening Necron dynasties in the galactic east pose an existential challenge to Tau expansion. Overlord Zondrek of the Sautek dynasty has proven to be a particularly troublesome adversary. his ancient tactical genius often outmaneuvering even the most brilliant Tau commander. Amid this complex web of alliances and enmities, the Tau Empire navigates a treacherous path towards its vision of galactic unity. The actions of these key players shape the course of conflicts, diplomacy, and internal development, each decision rippling out to affect countless lives across the stars. The Ethereals' guidance, while ostensibly benevolent, raises questions about free will and the true nature of their influence. Rumors persist of dissenters vanishing without trace, their fates unknown. This tension between the greater good and individual freedom remains an unresolved aspect of Tau society. As the Empire expands, it encounters new races and factions, each interaction bringing fresh perspectives and challenges. The Tau's ability to adapt and incorporate diverse elements into their civilization has been key to their rapid growth, but it also introduces complexities and potential instabilities. The ongoing conflict between the Tau Empire and the Imperium of Man represents more than a mere territorial dispute. It is a clash of ideologies. The Tau's belief in progress, unity, and the greater good stands in stark contrast to the Imperium's xenophobia, stagnation, and religious fervor. This ideological battle plays out not just on the battlefield, but in the hearts and minds of populations caught between these two powers. Within the Empire, the different castes work in concert to advance Tau interests, each fulfilling its designated role. However, this rigid structure is not without its critics. Some question whether the caste system truly serves the greater good, or if it stifles potential by limiting individual choice and mobility. As the Tau Empire continues to evolve and expand, the actions and decisions of these key players will determine its fate. Will the vision of the greater good prevail, ushering in a new era of cooperation and progress? Or will the harsh realities of the galaxy erode the Tau's idealism, forcing them to compromise their principles in the name of survival? The answer lies in the unfolding drama of conquest, diplomacy, and internal struggle that defines the Tau's place in the grim darkness of the far future. The genesis of the Tau Empire traces back to their homeworld of Tau, a planet that once teetered on the brink of self-annihilation. Divided into warring tribes, the early Tau seemed destined to follow the path of countless species before them, consuming themselves in endless conflict. However, fate intervened in the form of the mysterious Ethereals. These enigmatic beings appeared during the Montau, or Death of War, a period of devastating strife that threatened to wipe out Tau civilization entirely. The Ethereals' arrival marked a pivotal moment, their presence inexplicably quelling the violence and uniting the warring factions under the banner of the greater good, or Tauva. The circumstances surrounding the Ethereals' emergence remain shrouded in mystery. Some speculate they were the result of rapid evolution, while others suggest intervention by an unknown alien race. Regardless of their origin, the Ethereals' impact was immediate and profound, ushering in an era of unprecedented unity and progress. Under ethereal guidance, Tau society rapidly restructured itself into the caste system that defines it today. This new social order channeled the species' energies into specialized roles, each caste contributing its unique strengths to the collective good. The fire caste's martial prowess, once turned against itself, now focused outward. The earth caste's ingenuity, freed from the constraints of constant warfare, blossomed into technological marvels. The air caste, originally tribal scouts and messengers, adapted to life in low orbit, their bodies changing over generations to better suit space travel. The water caste emerged as skilled diplomats and merchants, their talents for persuasion and negotiation becoming crucial as the Tau began to encounter other species. This societal transformation coincided with a period of accelerated technological development. Within a few thousand years, a mere blink in galactic terms, the Tau progressed from a pre-industrial society to one capable of faster-than-light travel. This rapid advancement, guided by the Ethereals' vision, laid the groundwork for the Empire's eventual expansion beyond their home system. The discovery of the Tauri Sept, a nearby habitable world, marked the beginning of Tau colonization efforts. This expansion brought them into contact with other sentient species, necessitating the development of policies for interaction with alien races. The philosophy of the greater good proved adaptable, incorporating these new peoples into the growing empire. Early encounters with species like the Kroot and Vespid shaped Tau xenopolitics. The alliance with the Kroot, formalized after the Tau aided them against Orc invaders, demonstrated the Empire's willingness to embrace alien cultures that could contribute to the greater good. The integration of the Vespid, facilitated by mysterious communion helms, showcased the Tau's technological approach to overcoming communication barriers. These successes in alien integration emboldened the Tau, reinforcing their belief in the universal applicability of their philosophy. However, this optimism would soon be tested by encounters with less amenable factions, particularly the Imperium of Man. The Tau's first contact with humanity came through rogue traders and human colonies on the fringes of imperial space. Initial interactions were cautiously positive, with some humans even choosing to join the Tau Empire, attracted by its promises of progress and egalitarianism. These early defectors, known as Guevesa, would become a source of valuable insight into human culture and technology. However, the full might of the Imperium remained unaware of the Tau's existence for several millennia. This period of relative obscurity allowed the Empire to expand and consolidate its power base in the galactic East. The Tau used this time to refine their military doctrine, develop more advanced technology, and establish a network of allied worlds and species. The Empire's golden age of expansion, known as the First Sphere of Expansion, saw the Tau claim numerous star systems without significant opposition. This success bred confidence, perhaps even overconfidence, in the inevitability of their philosophy's triumph. The end of this era of unchallenged growth came with the onset of the Damocles Gulf Crusade. This massive imperial campaign, launched in response to the Tau's growing influence, brought the full fury of humanity's war machine to bear against the young empire. The conflict served as a harsh awakening, revealing the true scale of the challenges the Tau would face in realizing their vision of the greater good. Despite suffering heavy losses, the Tau's technological superiority and adaptive tactics allowed them to fight the Imperium to a standstill. The Crusade's eventual withdrawal, prompted by the emergence of High Fleet Behemoth, left the Tau bloodied but unbroken. More importantly, it provided invaluable experience and intelligence about their most formidable adversary. In the wake of the Damocles Gulf Crusade, the Tau entered a period of reflection and adaptation. The Earth caste redoubled its efforts to advance Tau military technology, leading to innovations like the 15-8 Crisis battlesuit. The Water caste refined its approach to human worlds, developing more sophisticated methods of subversion and cultural assimilation. This period also saw the rise of influential military leaders like Commander Shadowsun and Commander Farsight. Their tactical acumen would prove crucial in the conflicts to come, as the Tau sought to resume their interrupted expansion. The events leading up to the Tau Empire's current state were not solely external. Internal developments, such as the emergence of the Farsight enclaves, forced the Empire to confront ideological challenges from within. Commander Farsight's defection and the establishment of a breakaway Tau faction raised uncomfortable questions about the nature of ethereal rule and the true meaning of the greater good. As the Tau Empire stands poised on the brink of its third sphere of expansion, it carries with it the legacy of these formative experiences. The optimism of its early days has been tempered by the realities of galactic politics, but not extinguished. The challenges faced and overcome have shaped the Tau into a more resilient, adaptable force, ready to pursue its vision of unity amid the chaos of the 41st millennium. The Tau Empire's journey from a fledgling civilization to a formidable galactic power unfolds across three distinct phases, known as the spheres of expansion. Each sphere represents a significant leap in the Empire's growth, both in territorial gains and technological advancements. The first sphere of expansion began shortly after the Tau achieved spaceflight capability. This initial push beyond their home system was characterized by unbridled optimism and rapid colonization of nearby star systems. The Tau encountered and incorporated several alien species during this period, including the Kroot and Vespid, setting the precedent for their inclusive approach to empire building. As the first sphere reached its limits, the Tau found themselves facing increased resistance from established galactic powers. This led to the second sphere of expansion, marked by more calculated and strategic growth. The Empire focused on consolidating its newly acquired territories while developing more advanced military technologies to counter emerging threats. The culmination of the second sphere brought the Tau into direct conflict with the Imperium of Man, resulting in the Damocles Gulf Crusade. This brutal war served as a harsh reality check for the Tau, exposing the true scale of the challenges they faced in the wider galaxy. Despite suffering heavy losses, the Tau's technological edge and adaptive tactics allowed them to weather the Imperial storm. In the aftermath of the Damocles conflict, the Tau entered a period of rapid military innovation. The Earth caste redoubled its efforts, producing advancements such as the X-Triumph 8 Crisis battlesuit and improved pulse weapon technology. These developments would prove crucial in the conflicts to come. The third sphere of expansion, launched in the wake of the Damocles Gulf Crusade, saw the Tau adopt a more aggressive stance. Commanders like Oshasera, Shadow Sun, led daring attacks deep into Imperial space, catching the Imperium off guard and seizing numerous worlds. This phase also witnessed the refinement of the Tau's patient hunter strategy, blending military action with subtle infiltration and propaganda efforts by the water caste. However, the third sphere was not without its setbacks. The defection of Commander Farsight and the establishment of the Farsight enclaves created an ideological schism within Tau society. This internal conflict forced the Empire to confront questions about the nature of the greater good and the role of the Ethereals. As the third sphere progressed, the Tau encountered new and terrifying threats. The emergence of High Fleet Gorgon tested the Empire's defenses, while awakening Necron dynasties in the Galactic East presented an implacable foe armed with technology that rivaled or surpassed their own. The onset of the Psychic Awakening and the birth of the Great Rift brought fresh challenges and opportunities. While the Tau remained largely unaffected by the direct psychic phenomena, the resulting galactic upheaval created power vacuums that the Empire sought to exploit. Throughout these expansions, the Tau's technological progress continued unabated. Each campaign brought new insights and innovations, from improvements in battlesuit design to the development of AI-assisted targeting systems. The Empire's ability to rapidly iterate and adapt its technology in response to new threats became one of its greatest strengths. The water caste played a crucial role in each sphere of expansion, refining their methods of diplomacy and cultural assimilation. Their efforts led to the incorporation of human auxiliaries, or Guevesa, into Tau Force, a development that would have far-reaching implications for the Empire's relationship with the Imperium. As the Tau pushed further into the galaxy, they encountered increasing resistance not just from the Imperium, but from a variety of Xenos races. Clashes with Orc Walks, Drukhari raiding parties, and awakening Necron tomb worlds tested the adaptability of Tau military doctrine. The Empire's rapid expansion also brought internal challenges. As the Tau incorporated more alien cultures and ideas, maintaining societal cohesion became increasingly complex. The Ethereal caste found itself grappling with the task of adapting the philosophy of the greater good to encompass a diverse, multi-species empire. Despite these challenges, the Tau continued to press forward, driven by their unwavering belief in the righteousness of their cause. Each new world brought into the Empire was seen as another step towards the realization of the greater good on a galactic scale. As the third sphere reached its zenith, the Tau stood poised on the brink of a new era. The lessons learned and technologies developed during this period would form the foundation for the next phase of expansion, as the Empire prepared to launch its most ambitious push yet into the stars. The chronology of the Tau Empire's growth is not just a tale of territorial acquisition, but a story of cultural evolution, technological innovation, and the testing of an ideology against the harsh realities of a hostile universe. Each sphere of expansion has left an indelible mark on Tau society, shaping their understanding of the galaxy and their place within it. As the Empire looks to the future, the experiences of its past expansions inform its strategies and aspirations. The optimism of the first sphere, the harsh lessons of the second, and the determined push of the third have all contributed to the Tau's current position as a rising power in the galaxy. The story of the Tau Empire's expansion continues to unfold, with each new campaign and encounter adding another chapter to their young but vibrant history. As they press on in their quest to spread the greater good, the Tau remain a dynamic force in a galaxy defined by ancient enmities and unyielding conflict. The fate of the Tau Empire pivoted on a single unprecedented event that would forever alter its trajectory: the Great Rift's emergence. This galaxy-spanning warp tear, known to the Tau as the Malcorva, or Devouring Gulf, erupted in the aftermath of the 13th Black Crusade, cleaving the galaxy in twain. Initially, the Tau, with their limited psychic sensitivity and relative isolation in the eastern fringe, remained largely unaware of the catastrophe's full scope. As reports filtered in from their outlying colonies and allied races, the true magnitude of the situation began to dawn on the Empire's leadership. The Ethereals Supreme, Anva, convened an emergency council of the highest-ranking members from each caste. For days, they deliberated in seclusion, analyzing data and debating strategies. The outcome of these discussions would set the course for the Empire's response to this galactic upheaval. Emerging from their conclave, the Ethereals presented a bold new directive: the fourth sphere of expansion. This ambitious initiative aimed to capitalize on the chaos engulfing much of the galaxy, pushing Tau influence into regions destabilized by the Great Rift's appearance. Commander Shadowsun, recently awakened from stasis, was appointed to lead this new phase of expansion. Her tactical acumen, honed in previous campaigns, would be crucial in navigating the treacherous new galactic landscape. The fourth sphere's launch marked a departure from previous Tau expansion strategies. Rather than a gradual, methodical advance, this new push was characterized by rapid, opportunistic strikes into weakened Imperial territories. The Water Caste worked overtime, identifying worlds ripe for liberation or alliance. However, the Great Rift brought unforeseen challenges. The Tau's limited warp travel capabilities, previously a manageable hindrance, now posed a significant obstacle. Vast swaths of space became nearly impassable, forcing the Empire to adapt its expansion plans on the fly. In response, the Earth Caste accelerated its research into faster-than-light travel alternatives. The result was the revolutionary AL-38 Slipstream module, a device that promised to sidestep the limitations of conventional warp travel. Its deployment, however, would lead to one of the most catastrophic events in Tau history. A vast fleet, comprising the vanguard of the Fourth Sphere expansion, utilized the experimental Slipstream technology to breach the Great Rift. The initial jump appeared successful, with hundreds of ships vanishing into the void. But as hours stretched into days with no word from the expedition, dread began to set in. Months passed before a handful of battered Tau vessels emerged from the rift, bearing survivors with haunted eyes and fractured minds. Their accounts spoke of indescribable horrors witnessed in the warp, of entire fleets lost to nightmarish entities, and of a stark confrontation with realities the Tau philosophy had never accounted for. This disaster forced a fundamental re-evaluation of Tau strategic doctrine. The Empire found itself grappling not just with logistical challenges, but with existential questions about the nature of the universe and their place in it. The survivors' experiences hinted at truths that threatened to undermine the very foundations of Tao belief. In the wake of this calamity, a schism emerged within Tao society. Some advocated for a more cautious approach, arguing that the empire should consolidate its existing territories rather than risk further catastrophes. Others pushed for redoubled efforts to overcome the Great Rift's challenges, seeing it as a test of Tao ingenuity and resolve. The Ethereal caste, recognizing the potential for discord, moved swiftly to reframe the narrative. They presented the Fourth Sphere's tribulations as a crucible, one that would forge a stronger, more resilient Tao empire. This messaging helped to quell immediate unrest, but undercurrents of doubt persisted. Despite the setbacks, the Tao pressed on with their expansion efforts. Adapting to the new reality, they focused on securing and fortifying their holdings in the Chalnath Expanse, a region relatively sheltered from the Rift's worst effects. This area became a linchpin of Tao strategy, a beachhead from which they could project power and influence. The Great Rift's emergence also brought unexpected opportunities. Many human worlds, cut off from Imperial support and facing demonic incursions, became more receptive to Tao overtures. The Water caste capitalized on this, presenting the greater good as a bulwark against the madness consuming the galaxy. This period saw a significant influx of human auxiliaries into Tao force. The Gueveza ranks swelled with disillusioned Imperial citizens seeking protection and purpose. While this bolstered Tao military capabilities, it also introduced new cultural tensions that the Empire struggled to fully integrate. As the Tao adapted to the post-Rift galaxy, they encountered new and terrifying adversaries. Chaos warbands, emboldened by the Rift's opening, probed Tao space with increasing frequency. These clashes forced the Fire caste to develop new tactics for combating foes that defied conventional military logic. The Ethereals, recognizing the need for a unifying cause in these tumultuous times, declared the commencement of the Fifth Sphere of Expansion. This new initiative aimed to push beyond the Chalnath Expanse, reclaiming lost colonies and establishing a Tao presence on the far side of the Great Rift. Commander Shadowsun once again took the helm, leading a reinvigorated Tao military in a series of lightning campaigns. Her forces struck at vulnerable Imperial worlds, offering salvation through allegiance to the greater good. These efforts met with mixed success, as the Imperium, despite its fragmentation, fought tenaciously to retain its holdings. The events surrounding the Great Rift's appearance and the subsequent Tao response represent a pivotal moment in the Empire's history. They forced a young, optimistic civilization to confront harsh cosmic realities, testing the resilience of their beliefs and the adaptability of their society. As the Tao continue to navigate this altered galactic landscape, the repercussions of these events continue to shape their policies and strategies. The Empire stands at a crossroads, its future uncertain but filled with potential. The choices made in the wake of this cosmic upheaval will determine whether the Tao realize their vision of unity or falter in the face of a universe more volatile and dangerous than they ever imagined. The Great Rift's emergence and the Tao Empire's response to it triggered a cascade of consequences, reshaping not only the Empire itself, but also its relationships with other galactic powers. The immediate aftermath saw a period of intense introspection and adaptation across all castes of Tao society. Within the Empire, the disaster of the Fourth Sphere expansion led to a crisis of confidence. The loss of so many lives and resources strained the Tao's typically optimistic outlook. Questions arose about the wisdom of rapid expansion and the true nature of the universe beyond their understanding. This introspection sparked a renaissance in Tao philosophy, with new schools of thought emerging to reconcile their beliefs with the harsh realities they now faced. The Earth caste, driven by the urgent need to overcome the challenges posed by the Great Rift, entered a phase of unprecedented innovation. Their efforts yielded advancements in non-warp-based propulsion, enhanced defensive technologies, and more sophisticated AI systems. These breakthroughs not only bolstered the Empire's military capabilities, but also found applications in civilian sectors, improving quality of life across tall worlds. The Fire Caste underwent a significant doctrinal shift. Encounters with chaos forces and other warp-spawned threats necessitated new tactics and strategies. Training regimens were overhauled to include scenarios involving reality-warping foes, and weapon systems were modified to better combat entities with a warp presence. This adaptation process was not without cost, as many fire warriors struggled to reconcile their experiences with their previous worldview. For the Water Caste, the post-Rift era presented both challenges and opportunities. Their diplomatic efforts took on new urgency as they sought to stabilize relations with existing allies and forge new ones in a galaxy fraught with uncertainty. The influx of human refugees fleeing chaos-threatened worlds provided fertile ground for expanding the Empire's influence, but also demanded new approaches to cultural integration and ideological conversion. The Air Caste found their role evolving as the demands of interstellar travel changed. With conventional warp routes disrupted, Air Caste pilots and navigators became crucial in charting safe passages through the treacherous new galactic landscape. Their expertise in reading stellar phenomena took on new importance, often making the difference between a successful expedition and a lost fleet. Perhaps the most profound changes occurred within the Ethereal caste. The crisis forced them to reevaluate their leadership style and the presentation of the greater good. While maintaining their guiding role, the Ethereals began to adopt a more transparent approach, acknowledging the challenges facing the Empire rather than downplaying them. This shift, while subtle, marked a significant evolution in Tau governance. Beyond its borders, the Tau Empire's actions in the wake of the Great Rift altered its standing among other galactic powers. The Imperium of Man, despite its own fracturing, viewed the Tau's expansionist efforts with renewed hostility. Several crusades were launched against Tau holdings, testing the Empire's enhanced defenses and adaptive strategies. Paradoxically, the Tau also found new opportunities for diplomacy with certain Imperial factions. Isolated human worlds cut off from Terra's light by the Great Rift became more receptive to Tau overtures. This led to a complex web of alliances and conflicts, with some sectors of the Imperium begrudgingly cooperating with the Tau, while others fought them bitterly. The Empire's relationships with its existing alien allies also evolved. Species like the Kroot and Vespid, witnessing the Tau's resilience in the face of cosmic horrors, deepened their commitments to the greater good. However, this period also saw some allies drift away, unsettled by the changes in Tau society or seeking to chart their own course in the altered galactic landscape. Encounters with chaos forces left an indelible mark on the Tau psyche. While their limited warp presence offered some protection against chaos corruption, the Empire was forced to develop new protocols for dealing with the insidious threat of chaos infiltration. This led to the creation of specialized units within the Fire Caste, trained to identify and neutralize warp-tainted individuals and artifacts. The Necron dynasties, awakening to a galaxy transformed, found themselves reassessing the Tau threat. Some Necron lords viewed the young race's adaptability with a mixture of curiosity and concern, recognizing a potential long-term rival. This led to more complex interactions between the two factions, ranging from limited cooperation against common foes to calculated strikes aimed at curbing Tau expansion. In the broader galactic theater, the Tau Empire's actions during this period earned it a reputation as a rising power capable of thriving in adversity. Other factions began to take the Tau more seriously, no longer dismissing them as a minor Xenos threat. This increased prominence brought new challenges, as the Empire found itself drawn into larger conflicts and power plays that it had previously managed to avoid. The events following the Great Rift also had profound economic consequences for the Tau Empire. Disrupted trade routes and the loss of several resource-rich colonies forced a restructuring of the Empire's economy. The Earth Caste spearheaded efforts to develop new resource extraction techniques and alternative materials, leading to a boom in scientific research and industrial innovation. As the dust settled on this tumultuous period, the Tau Empire emerged changed but unbroken. Its philosophy had been tested, its military doctrine evolved, and its societal structures adapted to meet new challenges. The experiences gained and lessons learned during this time would continue to shape Tau policy and culture for generations to come, influencing everything from military strategy to artistic expression. The Tau's response to the Great Rift and its aftermath demonstrated their remarkable adaptability and resilience. However, it also revealed the limitations of their understanding and the vulnerabilities in their rapidly expanded empire. As they continue to navigate the treacherous waters of a transformed galaxy, the Tau remain committed to their vision of the greater good, even as that vision itself evolves in response to the harsh realities they now face. The Tau Empire's rapid ascension as a galactic power owes much to its remarkable technological prowess and innovative military strategies. At the forefront of their technological marvels stands the iconic battlesuit, a fusion of advanced weaponry and protective armor that epitomizes Tau combat philosophy. IF-8 crisis battlesuits form the backbone of Tau elite forces. These versatile platforms allow a single warrior to wield firepower equivalent to an entire squad of infantry. Modular weapon systems enable crisis teams to adapt to various combat scenarios, embodying the Tau principle of flexible warfare. More specialized variants, like the XTF-88 broadside suit, excel in long-range fire support, while the agile XTF-15 stealth suit employs camouflage technology for covert operations. The towering XTF-104 Riptide represents the pinnacle of Tau battlesuit engineering, combining unprecedented firepower with robust defensive capabilities. Complementing their battlesuit forces, Tau armies employ a wide array of sophisticated infantry weapons. Pulse rifles, the standard armament of fire warriors, fire hyper-accelerated particles capable of punching through heavy armor. Pulse carbines offer a more compact option for close-quarters engagements, while rail rifles provide sniper teams with unparalleled penetrating power. The Tau's mastery of drone technology sets them apart on the battlefield. These AI-controlled units serve various roles, from reconnaissance to combat support. Shield drones project protective energy fields around key units, while gun drones provide mobile fire support. More specialized variants, like marker drones, assist in target acquisition, enhancing the accuracy of Tau weapon systems. In vehicular combat, the Tau favor hover technology. The Devilfish transport swiftly delivers infantry to critical locations, while the Hammerhead gunship offers devastating long-range fire support. The Skyray missile defense platform exemplifies the Tau's emphasis on networked warfare, linking with marker drones to unleash precision strikes against multiple targets. Aerospace superiority plays a crucial role in Tau military doctrine. The Barracuda fighter craft excels in both atmospheric and void combat, while the Sun Shark bomber provides heavy ordnance delivery. For planetary assaults, the Manta Super Heavy dropship serves as a mobile fortress, capable of deploying entire cadres directly into the heart of battle. The Tau's limited psychic presence has driven them to develop alternative FTL travel methods. The ZFR Horizon Accelerator engine, while slower than warp travel, offers a safer and more reliable means of interstellar transportation. Ongoing research into slipstream technology, despite initial setbacks, promises to revolutionize Tau expansion capabilities. In terms of tactical doctrines, the Tau embrace the philosophy of Kauyon, patient hunter, and Montka, killing blow. Kauyon emphasizes luring enemies into carefully prepared killing zones, while Montka focuses on precisely coordinated attacks to eliminate key targets. This dual approach allows Tau commanders to adapt their strategies to various battlefield conditions and opponent tactics. The Tau's cadre system organizes their military into flexible, combined arms units. This structure facilitates rapid deployment and adaptation to evolving combat situations. The integration of auxiliary forces from allied races further enhances the versatility of Tau armies, compensating for areas where the Tau themselves may lack specialization. Advanced battlefield coordination is achieved through the use of sophisticated command and control networks. Ethereal advisors often accompany TOW Force, providing strategic guidance and morale support. Networked marker light systems allow for unprecedented accuracy in target acquisition and fire coordination across multiple units. The Earth caste continually refines existing technologies while developing new innovations. Recent advancements include improved stealth field generators, more efficient power systems for battlesuits, and enhanced AI algorithms for drone units. Ongoing projects explore potential applications of reverse-engineered xenotech, carefully balanced against the risk of compromising Tau technological purity. In response to encounters with Chaos forces, the Tau have begun incorporating limited warp-resistant technologies into their military equipment. While still in early stages, these developments aim to provide TOW forces with better defenses against psychic attacks and warp-based weaponry. The Tau approach to warfare emphasizes efficiency and minimizing casualties on both sides. Their preference for long-range engagements and precision strikes reflects a desire to achieve victory through superior technology and tactics rather than attrition. This philosophy extends to their treatment of defeated foes, with the Tau often offering integration into the Empire as an alternative to annihilation. As the Tau continue to expand and encounter new challenges, their technologies and tactics evolve accordingly. The adaptability of their military doctrine, combined with their relentless pursuit of technological advancement, ensures that the Tau Empire remains a formidable and ever-changing adversary in the tumultuous galaxy of the 41st millennium. At the forefront of the Tau Empire's ascension stands Commander Oshacera, known to her enemies as Shadow Sun. A tactical prodigy, her mastery of Kauyon has led the Tau to numerous victories against seemingly insurmountable odds. Shadow Sun's innovative use of stealth tactics and her ability to coordinate complex, multi-pronged assaults have become legendary. Her leadership during the Prefecture campaign showcased her adaptability as she outmaneuvered Imperial forces on their own turf. Contrasting Shadow Sun's patient approach is Commander Farsight, the controversial figure who leads the breakaway Farsight enclaves. Once a celebrated hero of the Empire, Farsight's discovery of the Dawn Blade and his subsequent rebellion have made him a divisive character. His mastery of the Montka philosophy and his unorthodox views on Tau society continue to influence military doctrine, even among those who consider him a renegade. Anva, the Ethereal Supreme, represents the pinnacle of Tau leadership. His diplomatic acumen and strategic vision guided the Empire through periods of rapid expansion and crisis. The revelation of his death and subsequent replacement by an AI hologram underscores the lengths to which the Ethereal caste will go to maintain unity and morale. Among the Earth caste, Fio-O Dalith Kais Eratin stands out for his revolutionary battlesuit designs. His work on the 15th 104 Riptide battlesuit pushed the boundaries of Tau engineering, creating a platform that redefined the Empire's approach to heavy assault operations. Eratin's ongoing projects promise to yield even more advanced combat systems. The Water caste finds a champion in Poro Viorla Kaivan, whose silver tongue has swayed countless worlds to the Tau cause. Kaivan's subtle manipulations and deep understanding of alien psychologies have been instrumental in expanding the Empire's sphere of influence without resorting to military action. On the darker side of the conflict, Lord Commander Ebengrave of the Imperium has become a notorious adversary of the Tau. His ruthless tactics and unwavering hatred for the Xenos have made him a formidable opponent, responsible for halting Tau expansion in several sectors. The Necron overlord Zandrek presents a unique challenge to Tau force. His ancient tactical genius, coupled with Necron technology, has led to several devastating defeats for the Empire. Yet, Zandrek's peculiar form of madness, which causes him to see his enemies as fellow Necrontire, has also created bizarre opportunities for limited cooperation. Within the ranks of the Farsight enclaves, the 8 stand as legendary figures. This cadre of elite commanders, Each a master of their respective battlesuit, represents the pinnacle of Tau martial skill. Their exploits against impossible odds have inspired countless fire warriors and challenged the Empire's official narrative. Anshi, an Ethereal known for his martial prowess, defies the typical non-combatant role of his caste. His skills with the ritual blade and his willingness to fight alongside fire warriors have made him a symbol of ethereal commitment to the greater good beyond mere leadership. The Kroot mercenary leader Encore Proc has become an indispensable ally to the Tau. His keen understanding of both Kroot traditions and Tau tactics has allowed for seamless integration of Kroot auxiliaries into Tau military operations, greatly enhancing the Empire's combat flexibility. Among the Guevesa, Lakai stands out as a former Imperial Guard sergeant turned loyal Tau commander. His intimate knowledge of Imperial tactics and his unwavering belief in the greater good make him a valuable asset in operations against human forces. The enigmatic Nagi, a species of psychic worms allied with the Tau, play a crucial yet often unseen role. Their symbiotic relationship with certain Ethereals has led to speculation about the true nature of ethereal control over Tau society. On the fringes of Tau space, the human rogue trader Amberly Vale has become a person of interest to the Water Caste. Her complex relationship with the Imperium and her occasional cooperation with Tau Force make her a potentially valuable, if unpredictable, asset. The Tyranid Hive Fleet Gorgon's adaptive strategies during its invasion of Tau space forced significant evolution in Tau military doctrine. While not an individual, the Hive Mind's rapid adaptation to Tau tactics stands as a formidable and ongoing threat to the Empire. Within the Adeptus Mechanicus, Magos biologist Xenos Faustinius has developed a dangerous obsession with Tau technology. His covert attempts to acquire and reverse engineer Tau innovations pose a significant long-term threat to the Empire's technological advantage. The Ildari Corsair Prince Iriel, while not directly involved with the Tau, has influenced their naval tactics. Encounters between his fleet and Tau exploratory forces have led to significant advancements in aircast void warfare strategies. In the shadows, the Alpha Legion operative known only as the Chameleon has wreaked havoc on Tau intelligence networks. This mysterious figure's ability to mimic Tau mannerisms and exploit their trust in the greater good has led to increased paranoia within the Empire's ranks. These diverse characters, each with their unique motivations and abilities, shape the ongoing narrative of the Tau Empire. Their actions, whether in support of or opposition to the greater good, continue to influence the Empire's development and its place in the turbulent galaxy of the 41st millennium. At the heart of the Tau Empire lies an enigma that continues to perplex both its citizens and outside observers: the true nature of the Ethereals. These mysterious beings, whose sudden appearance marked a turning point in Tau history, wield an inexplicable influence over their people. The source of their authority and the means by which they maintain unwavering loyalty among the Tau remain subjects of intense speculation and debate. Some whisper of a hidden pheromone gland, a biological quirk that allows Ethereals to exert subtle control over other Tau. Others point to advanced technology, suggesting that microscopic devices might be employed to influence neural pathways. Yet these theories fail to fully explain the profound impact Ethereals have on their society. The circumstances surrounding the Ethereals' initial emergence add another layer to the mystery. Their timely arrival during the Montauk, a period of devastating civil war, seems almost too convenient. This has led to theories of external manipulation, with some positing that an unknown alien race might have engineered the Ethereals to unite and guide the Tau for inscrutable purposes. The Farsight enclaves present a unique perspective on this enigma. Commander Farsight's separation from ethereal influence has not resulted in the collapse of his followers' society, challenging the notion that Ethereals are essential for Tau unity. This raises questions about the true necessity of ethereal guidance and the potential for alternative forms of Tau governance. Another perplexing aspect of Tau society is the apparent lack of psychic potential among their species. In a galaxy where psychic abilities play a crucial role, the Tau's absence of psychers stands out as an anomaly. Some speculate that this might be the result of genetic engineering, either by the Ethereals or the theoretical alien progenitors who created them. The Tau's limited warp presence offers protection against chaos corruption, but also hampers their ability to navigate the warp effectively. This double-edged trait has sparked theories about its origin. Could it be an evolutionary adaptation to some unknown threat in the Tau's distant past, or perhaps an intentional safeguard implemented by unseen architects of their species? The rapid technological advancement of the Tau raises eyebrows among scholars of galactic history. The speed at which they progressed from a primitive society to an interstellar empire is unprecedented. This accelerated evolution has led some to suspect external assistance, hidden caches of advanced technology, or even time manipulation. The concept of the greater good itself presents a philosophical conundrum. Its adaptability and appeal to various species suggest a doctrine crafted with remarkable foresight. Some wonder if the greater good might be more than a mere philosophy. Could it be a psychic construct, slowly taking form in the warp through the collective belief of its adherents? Reports of a manifestation of the greater good in warp space, witnessed by survivors of the disastrous Fourth Sphere expansion, add a chilling dimension to this theory. The idea that Tau beliefs could coalesce into a warp entity challenges fundamental assumptions about their relationship with the Imperium. The true extent of the Tau Empire remains uncertain. Their practice of establishing hidden outposts and colonies beyond their known borders makes it difficult to gauge their actual sphere of influence. This deliberate obfuscation fuels speculation about the Empire's real size and reach. The fate of the Fourth Sphere expansion fleet continues to haunt the Tau. While some ships returned, the majority remain unaccounted for. The possibility that a significant Tau force might be stranded on the other side of the galaxy, evolving in isolation, tantalizes the imagination. The nature of the Tau's AI technology presents another puzzle. Unlike the disastrous experiences of humanity with artificial intelligence, Tau AI appears stable and loyal. This stark contrast raises questions about the fundamental differences in their approach to machine sentience. Rumors persist of secret Tau research into areas forbidden by ethereal decree. Whispers of experiments with human psychers, attempts to reverse engineer Necron technology, and even forays into warp-based propulsion circulate in the shadowy corners of the Empire. The relationship between the Tau and their alien auxiliaries remains a subject of scrutiny. While presented as a harmonious partnership, the power dynamic suggests a more complex reality. The true thoughts and motivations of species like the Kroot and Vespid, when free from Tau oversight, are largely unknown. The Ethereals' ultimate goal for the Tau Empire remains shrouded in secrecy. While the spread of the greater good is the ostensible aim, some suspect a hidden agenda. Could the Ethereals be preparing for a threat yet unseen, or working towards an endgame known only to them? As the Tau continue to expand and evolve, these mysteries deepen. Each new discovery seems to raise more questions than it answers, ensuring that the enigma of the Tau Empire remains one of the most intriguing puzzles in a galaxy full of secrets. The Tau Empire's journey from a fledgling civilization to a burgeoning galactic power has left an indelible mark on the Warhammer 40,000 universe. As they continue to expand their sphere of influence, the long-term implications of their presence reverberate across the stars, challenging the status quo and offering a unique vision for the future. The Empire's rapid technological advancement serves as a stark contrast to the technological stagnation plaguing much of the galaxy. Their innovative approach to warfare and space travel has forced other factions, particularly the Imperium of Man, to reassess their own capabilities. This arms race has spurred new developments in military technology, potentially shifting the balance of power in unexpected ways. The Tau philosophy of the greater good presents an ideological challenge to established galactic powers. Its message of unity and progress appeals to disillusioned populations, particularly on frontier worlds neglected by their rulers. This soft power approach to expansion has proven as effective as military conquest in many cases, slowly reshaping the political landscape of the Eastern Fringe. The integration of diverse species into the Empire demonstrates an alternative to the xenophobia prevalent in human society. This model of cooperation, while not without its flaws, offers a glimpse of what a more inclusive galactic community might look like. It raises questions about the long-term viability of isolationist policies in the face of existential threats that menace all sentient life. The Tau's limited warp presence and their development of alternative FTL travel methods could have far-reaching consequences for navigation and commerce. If refined and adopted by other races, these technologies might reduce reliance on the dangerous practice of warp travel, potentially altering the strategic importance of various star systems and trade routes. Their encounters with chaos forces have introduced new variables into the eternal struggle between order and entropy. The Tau's resistance to chaos corruption, while not absolute, presents an intriguing case study in ideological immunity. This trait may prove crucial in future conflicts where the lines between material and immaterial threats continue to blur. The Empire's expansion has led to increased interactions with ancient races like the Necrons and Aldari. These encounters force a re-evaluation of galactic history and the role younger races might play in shaping its future. The Tau's ability to adapt and incorporate elements of older civilizations into their own culture could position them as a bridge between the ancient and the emerging. Their efforts in terraforming and colonial development showcase sustainable approaches to planetary exploitation. These methods contrast sharply with the often destructive practices of other expansionist powers. In the long term, this could lead to a shift in how habitable worlds are valued and managed across the galaxy. The Tau's experimentation with AI and drone technology treads a fine line between innovation and the potential catastrophes that have befallen other civilizations. Their success or failure in this domain could redefine the relationship between organic life and artificial intelligence throughout the galaxy. The ongoing mystery surrounding the Ethereals and the true nature of their influence raises profound questions about governance and free will. As more species fall under Tau influence, the implications of their leadership model become increasingly significant. This could spark philosophical debates and political upheavals that extend far beyond the Empire's borders. The Farsight Enclave serve as a living experiment in Tau society without ethereal guidance. Their continued existence challenges fundamental assumptions about Tau nature and the necessity of the caste system. The long-term evolution of this splinter faction could offer insights into alternative paths for Tau development. The Empire's policy of assimilation over annihilation presents a unique approach to galactic conquest. This method, focused on preserving and integrating rather than destroying, could lead to the preservation of knowledge and cultures that might otherwise be lost in the crucible of unending war. Their emphasis on ranged combat and mobile warfare influences military doctrines across the galaxy. As other factions adapt to counter Tau strategies, the nature of battlefield engagements continues to evolve, potentially reducing the reliance on massive infantry formations and shifting towards more specialized high-tech warfare. The Tau's relative youth as a spacefaring civilization offers a fresh perspective on cosmic events. Their interpretations of phenomena like the Great Rift differ from those steeped in millennia of superstition and dogma. This outsider view could lead to new understandings of the galaxy's fundamental nature. As the Empire continues to expand, its influence on galactic trade and economics grows. The introduction of Tau goods and technologies to new markets could shift economic power away from established centers, creating new trade hubs and altering the flow of resources across the stars. The long-term psychological impact of the greater good philosophy on assimilated populations remains to be seen. Its emphasis on collectivism and progress could reshape cultural identities in profound ways, potentially giving rise to new hybrid societies that blend Tau ideals with local traditions. In the grand tapestry of the 41st millennium, the Tau Empire stands as a wild card, its ultimate role yet to be determined. Will they rise to become a dominant power, reshaping the galaxy in their image? Or will they be ground down by the relentless tides of war that have claimed so many civilizations before them? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. The ripples of their actions will continue to be felt across the stars for millennia to come.